So just go back to the beginning. How did it all start?
Well, initially it was innocent enough. It was just, me admiring them and looking at them. And then one day, I got a feel for them. I can remember the exact moment. It was my young sister was born, and she looked up at me as I was holding her, and I just noticed her forehead had these creases on them, and they were so soft. So I touched them, and that's kind of where it all started. Ever since that day, things just spiraled out of control. I just touch people's foreheads without consent.
So tell me how you met Barry Jones.
He was in my homeroom for sophomore year of high school, and he sat right behind me. We talked for a little bit, but then he kind of got a little weird, so kind of stopped that.
And it's got to stop, and that's why I agreed to this. But I know I have an issue, but I just can't help it.
So just tell me about Tommy.
Tommy, I met him back in school. Tommy Ryder, he was a cool guy, more popular than most. That's why I was surprised, he would hang out with me. But one day he was looking at something kind of curiously, and I noticed that he was doing the the forehead creases, and I was absolutely astounded, and I couldn't believe what I was looking at. The fat in the lines were unbelievable. It was just clear skin. Oh, I needed them. I needed to touch them and just run my hands through them. But he wouldn't let me. He was the one person that ever told me no. And that's why he's the one that I need the most.
Whenever we talked, sometimes I was just like on my phone or something. He would always make sure I was facing him, and I don't know why. He was just like always looking at my forehead. He'd never look in my eyes. Like it was always like he was like, I don't know if I thought it was my haircut or something, but I don't know. He kind of got like a little too fond of seeing my face, I guess. I don't know. It's weird.
What part of your face was it?
Well, to be specific, for some reason my forehead was attractive to him or something. I don't know. He's got like.
He uses the term, and correct me if I'm wrong, good lines.
Yeah, good lines. It's I think I do with my my forehead. I mean, everyone freaking does it. I don't know. You just raise your eyebrows and there they are. So. Could
you demonstrate for us so we just know?
Yeah, you want me to do it?
Yeah, right there in the camera. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it's just like.
Oh.
Like that, and then.
So that's what Barry was obsessed about with you.
Yeah, he just would like touch him and whatever. He would just kind of reach for. I thought he was gonna punch me first time he did it, so it kind of freaked me out. I don't know. He's kind of a weird guy.
That's my life mission, is to touch Tommy Ryder's forehead. I need to. I won't stop at anything. I know what he says. He's concerned about acne, but I don't. I'm cleanly. I keep my hands clean, and I just need to get my hands on him. I need to.
Did you try to stop him?
I mean, yeah. After a while, I moved. Like I was like, I'm not sitting next to this fucking weirdo.
So tell me about the incident.
The incident. Okay. So Tommy promised me that if I drove up to Massachusetts to his college, Merrimack, he would let me. He would let me touch his lines, So we are here, about to embark on a long journey to Merrimack College, where I was promised by Tommy that I'd be getting some good lines, and we're taking this long journey here to touch his forehead. Hey, Tommy. It's me. I'm here. So, you want to come out and give me good lines?
What do you mean here?
I'm here at your school, Merrimack. You told me that if I came, I would get good lines.
Are you serious? I was just fucking with you.
Oh, really? Or, you can't just, like, come out and let me touch them, please?
Yeah, no, I got shit to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go.
Long story short, he didn't. Oh, no.
Don't you think it's kind of wrong that you let Barry drive for, how long was it? 3 hours? Maybe
Yeah.
3 hours?
Yeah, I'm about 3 hours.
To try to touch, quote good lines, and you didn't let him. Do you think that's wrong that you did that?
I don't see where he thought he could just come up and touch my, like, that's weird. I don't like that. That's.
I mean, you did call him and say that if he came up, that you would let him do it.
Yeah, if you come into Merrimack, I'll let you touch my good lines. Yeah, I was just fucking with him. I didn't think it was like a big thing or anything. I didn't think he'd actually waste 2 tanks of gas to come and touch my fucking forehead.
I mean,
who does that?
Why not just let him do it after all that?
Because I don't like it. Like he I don't know where his hands have been. First off, he could be touching himself or other things, or and then it gets on my forehead, and then I'm trying to not get acne, so then it spreads and it's just dirt, and I don't want to get acne all over my forehead.
Jack called me in here because they needed a little bit more of an expert on the psychological. So what I plan to do here today is I'm going to interview Barry, and we're going to try to find the root cause of his addiction. And I don't believe that Barry really understands the type of nightmarish toll he has brought upon his friends and his family. And that's a very common thing. These people really just have no idea how much of a strain they've become on society. And that's why I'm here to help. I've helped many people. I've dealt with so many cases before. And I really doubt that Barry isn't going to come to terms with this and figure things out after this interview. It really doesn't seem like it's going to be that hard for me. So, I'd say let's get to it. So, Barry, while we're here today,
Yes.
you have a very unique condition. You're aware of this?
Yeah.
And are you also aware of the toll you have brought upon your family and loved ones? You always think that these problems are real easy. And I tell them no, these problems are not easy. But the solutions, those are easy. You see, when you go to the doctor with a broken arm, what does the doctor tell you to do?
Not to mess with that arm anymore? Is that what it is?
Exactly. You don't do the thing that's ruining you. So today, I'm calling in Tommy. Can you come here? Sit down next to our friend.
Yeah.
It's good to see you, Tommy.
With Tommy here, how does that make you feel?
It's just weird, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I don't like it.
Like I don't understand where he's coming from. Like I know it's it does cause acne. I've heard that, but I keep my hands clean, Tommy. I do. I just
Hold up there.
yeah.
The problem here is not that he won't let you touch his forehead. The problem here is that you want to touch his forehead.
Why is it? I don't understand why it's a problem. I don't.
It is an invasion of one's privacy
Thank you.
and personal space. There are some people who will not mind getting their forehead touched, but there are others that have an issue with that.
But I just he understands that I have like this weird condition, Why doesn't he just one time?
You shouldn't let this condition control you. You should be able to handle it when somebody tells you no.
But I just can't. I just can't handle it, okay? It's just, I don't like being told, don't do it.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Fuck.
Because you see what I mean, right? Like he just does. See? Stop doing it.
I don't even know I'm doing it. I'm just.
Can you please show me these quote unquote good lines?
Can I not look, or do I have to?
As long as he doesn't touch
Are you gonna make me look at him when he does it? Because I can't, Doctor. You can't make me do that. You know, like
If he can't do it now in a controlled environment in front of, this live audience, I don't know how, he's gonna
So I
react
gotta look.
to just
You're making me look at it.
Tommy, I just
You
want
gotta learn to restrain yourself.
to look at his lines and control yourself. This is the first step.
What are you doing?
Why won't he let me touch them?
Barry,
I just want to touch them.
That's what we're here.
I'm fighting for my f***ing life. Y'all are killing me with this my whole life. I just want to touch your forehead.
Hey, come on.
Can you restrain him?
Just sit down. Barry,
It's ridiculous.
we're trying to help you here. It's okay, Barry.
I don't feel
It's
safe
okay.
around him right now.
It was at this moment we took a 15-minute break so that Barry could calm down. I think we may have an easy solution for you. You may not be able to handle it at the moment, I can tell. So, what we're going to do is we're going to send you off to the ranch.
What's the ranch?
Sunny Happy Fields Ranch.
What is that?
It's where we send people for about 6 or so months
I'm not going.
to rehabilitate
Yep.
them
I'm not.
That's
No,
what
in
I'm
an
Yep.
environment that is suitable for your healing process.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to have there is social workers who are going to take care of you. And what they're going to do is they're going to have duct tape over the foreheads
You can't do this.
so that you can learn to live life interacting with people without looking at their forehead.
You can't do this to me. You can't. You guys. You can't do this.
That's what you need at this point. I don't know what else.
can't- I
is
just-
gonna
Do you want help or not?
I do, but I don't want to be away from my friends and family for 6 months at this
Well,
farm.
I'm going to tell
Well,
you what.
you
If
may-
you keep this up, I'm going to be far from you.
Exactly my point.
You're gonna drive
You
everyone away
may
from
as well
yourself.
be there already right now.
I
the
feel
way you are treating them.
honestly, I feel like I'm getting targeted here. Okay,
Yeah, kind of.
well, okay, we're not going to discuss him making me drive 3 hours to school for a fake promise. We're not going to talk about that.
I agree that that was not the best thing you could have
It's
done,
a joke.
Tommy. But
I like doing the documentary part of this more.
you have a bad condition, and you fell for his joke because you were not thinking clearly.
Obviously.
He would not have victimized you like that if you did not have this condition.
This just feels very one-sided.
Yeah, kind of.
This just feels very.
You're the one with the
one-sided.
problem.
Okay, you know what? At least with Jack doing the documentary, it felt a little bit more of an open story, and it was like, oh, there's a multiple point of view instead of this narrative you're constructing where it's my fault.
It's not your fault.
Barry,
Yes.
it's not your fault.
Shut the f up, man. Shut the f up. Get off me.
It's not your fault.
Shut up.
No.
Just let me touch his forehead, please. Tommy,
It's not your fault.
stop f***ing me, man. Stop
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Go to the ridge, please. Go to the ridge.
See, this is what we're trying to do in
I'll
our
go,
show.
I'll go to the ranch. I'll
Good,
go.
good,
I'll go.
good. I had no idea. I've dealt with people with severe cocaine addictions, with people who are sex addicts and kleptomaniacs, and people who are severely depressed and psychotic. I've never seen a psychosis more disturbing and unwinnable.
So it turns out the ranch is pretty awesome. 2 months in so far, I haven't even thought about human forehead creases. It does turn out, however, that if you hold a carrot the right way for the horses, you get a pretty great substitute. So that's been awesome. I've been just touching horses' foreheads up. I don't know if horses technically have foreheads, but whatever it is, they got some good lines.